Alright, guys. And so, I'm just gonna do it this way for right now. I hope y'all can hear me and see me. Alright. Alright. So, um, sure, some have been keeping on the shit show theatrics of this group and their fuckery right now. At least the facade out front, right? And as they mass manipulate innocent people and eyes coming and going from and neighbors, community members. They just fuck with anybody, law enforcement, courts, feds, whatever suits their fucking fancy from day to day and whatever they're trying to weasel from. Either way, I'm just kind of whatever, They're just doing what they've been doing for several years. Shocked, let me tell you. Anyway, not sure how many of you caught fuckery earlier, but I mean, a motherfucker wants to run with my face in their thumbnail and all and repeatedly. I might click every now and then trigger the shit out of it. You're welcome. Anyway, while it tries to do the steel toe boo and ramp everybody up and ties the summer and Jesus bullshit. And our names, faces, and the gaslighting of the helpful fucking cunts like Beth Ann and Molly and Phoebe and the rest of you fucking useful little tools of the douchebag crew, right? I see you pebble fucking bitches. What the fuck you are. There's a million of you right here. You ain't unique. A lot of you have worked with this group for years. I see you. Jesus, you're pathetic. Probably the most pathetic types out of everything. It's like the Lucas and everybody else's and the Green Eyes and shit, man. And see, I mean, like, there's a tiered system and y'all at the bottom of it. Anyway, now, some of you, though, be some of the big boys under some of those names, doing some of the fuck shit to run those chats, gaslight monsters real good, keep them believing the shit you actually built. Along with all the eyes watching and the easily brainwashed and the spongy, right? For the tithes to Jesus and somewhere else. Fuck all y'all. Alright? So anyway. I riled it up all nice and good. And it went over the same repetitive bullshit as usual. The lies, especially about the money, gift cards, la 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 la. They trying to cash that shit off on somebody else, but boy, you all know I got the proof, so don't fuck with me on this shit. And you know which creators are behind that shit, and that illegal as fuck P.O. Box shit y'all are pulling. Yeah. And boy, if you knew what other people held, you'd probably watch your goddamn lying Satan tongues. And then, damn, ain't you a dumbass web sleuth or a con or a criminal? Oh, behind you, dumb church shit. You gotta be stupid if you think any of you motherfuckers in the pockets of anyone, especially in those first days, I don't give a shit what kind of phone or device or thing you were using, or even on certain properties yourselves, all helping and shit and twacked out or chasing shadow people. You've got to be a special type of stupid to think that, oh, them big boys weren't listening, watching everything, and it's like Satan Garden, the Dales, Squalls, the rest. Man, Sanchez's, the Tates. Oh, dear God. And the rest. Man, if you're anywhere near that, you're hotter than fire. Always were. So maybe you lying forked tongue should watch what the fuck you say. Or accuse people of. Or try to put off on people other than you and your group. Especially postal shit. Should probably watch that. And just 'cause I ain't put shit out here doesn't mean that I've not spent years compiling or getting from origin points or that I don't have. Don't test me. Anyway. Here's the thing, okay? Here's the news. That one especially right now, man, oh, I don't know, Ryan, Jenny, and Adrian, the crew, right? Fuck shit they've gotten up to. The shit they think they're getting by with. Those they think they're using. The tampering they're doing in so many cases with so many people and lives right now. And the things, let me make the, you know what? Mm-mm. Oh dear. Actually, let me do this in reverse. Let me do this. Dear Beach Creek and Grassy, here's what I'm gonna need you to do. You hear me? You best, and get your pay for planted item. That these fuck shits, like Satan Tongue and Ryan and the crew, who many of you all been working for, and who many of you all were hearing came from, oh, I don't know, Web Sleuth and Chris McDonough and Scott. I mean, Canada Scott. Well, and then there is Scott, of course, but. And the rest, and the Discords and shit from before Boswell. And you, the local YouTubers. Right? Etc., etc., etc. Have your own little ties and shit. All I'm saying is, all things, the ties that bind, right? The things that link, the things admitted, the things slipped, things known, proof held. People gotten real sloppy lately, too. Real sloppy. And you see, y'all know I'm right when I say this, right? Or you will. See, the fucking behavior panel dudes, they got it wrong. What's twizzled in ain't no cornbread shit. It's that chicken head shit. The only problem is, it seems to be most of you useless motherfuckers who shine too many lights get far too much attention, or the geriatric old useless junkie variety, right? That want to be doing some fuck shit. This group, am I right? Well, some of you anyway. Whatever. Anyway, all I'm saying is, those of you plant these creators, and those of you probably out towards a certain crossing, mm, mm, yeah, um, probably paying, for what's occurring. Alright, because boy timing and shit. Am I right? Yeah. To plant things amongst and around and do fuck shit and get up to fuck shit, and then that fuck shit fucks up with all of its little buddies and ties all of you together. It's a shit show, really. I'd probably take it home. I'd probably take it the fuck home to any of the places before it gets any sloppier. Then all y'all done got. And I can't even believe that you used one that by true name is related directly to, I don't know, a murder and dump at Sensible last year. Or that you're dumb enough to be meddling about in Cotton's investigation and shit and using fam to that and using that to fuck around in Summers like you have been since the beginning. And then that ties into and ties into and ties into and ties into, and I cannot believe what the fuck y'all are doing. But that Fred hits grand, sloppy mess, pay for planted shit. Oh, all the ones, including a notorious little local aggravated armed burglary guy, and many others wants to be, I don't know, attached to and attaching themselves to on audio and otherwise to said play and all of the other things that you dumb shits are getting up to. You didn't pick the best, did ya? Now I know half of that shit's fed and led and whatever, and you got manipulation tactics in there. You got some blackmail locals in there. I'll give leeway for a bunch of this, and we'll get there, because I actually have these creators dead rights on most of that. And their little plans formulated with locals and otherwise. Anyway, nope, we're not gonna do this either. You know why? 'Cause it's been too long and ain't nobody got time. It's been far too long since you've been in here. You're not regular anymore, and I've had enough of all the fucking lorries. Bye now. So anyway, that's just how it is. See ya. Alright. Anyway. See, we've surpassed the fuck around and we're now in the find out stage. Now, what I'm going to tell you is that shit that occurred tonight. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to be in histrionics or something about it. Right? Supposed to be all up in my feels or whatever. Nah, bro. Combined with the rest of today, and boy, I tell you what. No, I'm good. I'm used to y'all's bullshit after all these years. Seriously. And your days of manipulation or scare tactics, it's all over. Alright? It's all over. Now here. Now look. We've cut off the come get your pay planted thing. Alright? We're on to another southern driveway. Alright. Now, I don't really give a fuck about y'all's secular effort to trigger illicit responses, get corrections from certain people, blah blah, or the walking back over the more honest version of Fred since threatened by curiosity and chasing. I don't give a fuck about it. Database the douches and the meat bags y'all fucking leash, see where you get. I don't give a shit. Speaking of databases, here's all I got to say about Jenny's continued lies on the Scream shit. Bitch, I know what you're talking about 3 times, nor do I give a fuck. I guess say that shit in the mirror like Beetlejuice. The thing is, the proof is still here and always was, even before y'all's landing after you robbed Benny Keys and all the fuck shit you did, and then the teams wanted that one going, because they'd done its job. Much like when you helped all set it the fuck up half and half style like you're notorious for throughout this. Anyway, so here's the deal. Bitches, dumbass. The proof was always here, just like it still is. That you chasing Adrian, the rest, Ski, whatever, Penny was in on that shit too, so was everybody. Anyway, point is, you lied. You're still lying. When you get back and you said what you did, you lied. Proof, audio, shit like that was always here. However, that doesn't mean, because I argue that sound can be heard from here, that that's where anything was placed. Now, you can say some people said something 3 times, but I will tell you that when some of us are, look, are you aware of tool bags? I'm asking, seriously. Did you ever database that part where I said that it's pretty well known because we were all around one another, for years because we actually lived there? Uh, I know I did. I had to live amongst all these motherfucking monsters. So anyway, behavior patterns, cycles, right? And testing and shit in the first few days, right? That I made Ellie fully aware of. Okay. It's like, bro, this is some fuck shit. Some fucked parroting shit. Right? Anyway, so what I tell you is sometimes tools are tools, right? And you know better than to ever, 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 ever give things out to weavers, parrots, monsters. Especially once you realize very early on there's some jello much shit going on. Now, and there's so much more in there. I'll just tell you, like I've been telling you, you dumb bitches. You do not know, nor have you ever known, nor have teens known. Now, I'll give you that some men that might know things that I don't know, but nope, still don't. Sorry, you're bad. Alright? If you think any of that's the case, or that you sent things to get claws in others who you think, know exactly what little and I know, and it knows from it's fine. But see, even they don't. In a way. So you've never had what you thought you had. Even if you thought you had claws in to grab it from. You ain't. All you said's fucked. Now, the real question is, that you should probably answer to the public, is why in the fuck the proof's here, the actual proof, in video and audio format, and statements of even C&D that and Monster and otherwise throughout the years we could all hear noises and screams and the kids and da 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 from every area you walk through. You couldn't. I don't know how you could explain all that away. You can't. You cannot. Now, does that mean it's location? Nope. No. No. So I know that you're running around going, but we tested here and we tested there. Well, okay, you tested wherever the fuck you wanted to. It's still, you still don't have the location, nor are you qualified doing that shit. And there's still proof you bitches come back here lying and doing hit pieces and hit jobs during the time you're pretty notorious for it, right? While in the back, you're like, ah, we know Joe didn't do anything. We know she's telling the truth a lot, but out in the public, you were doing different dirty work, weren't you? Yeah, that's right. For Monster and otherwise. No, and others, very much others. You know, for all your needful things. Now, it's the public that should be curious as to what you all been up to doing dirty, dirty motherfucking shit like that to witnesses around Summer and the 15th, and why on earth you would ever do so on purpose, with intention. And then also try to get that person openly murdered and incite violence towards them, properties, etc. online. Be doing fuck shit with around their kid and their family and insert doing all the fuck shit anyone could ever imagine. Dear Jenny, Adrian, chasing, etc. Blah 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 down the line. See, y'all just been doing too goddamn much for years. Alright? Either way, no bitch. No bitch. You don't have the things. And you never will. Goddamn, don't y'all want to know? Y'all go to any links, even. Shit, that paying plant lately and the fuck shit went around. It's something, I gotta tell you. But I assume that's, I don't know. How are y'all grandmamas and your grandpapas Lily and blah blah blah? How are they doing? How's your grandmama and them? Hey Jenny, how much of the shit in your data bank have you actually gotten by illegal means or by less than legal means, or by those getting up to fuck shit, or by those like you tampering with real people's lives and shit and getting out in the pet and zoo shit and then put into that motherfucker? And I'll always maintain that that database is just a giant ball of evidence against you and the entire crew. Like, bitch, you should be more worried about burn after reading than anything. And stalking, years worth of that shit, holy shit. You think it's just gonna fly? One of us takes your ass to civil court, we're like, bro, this bitch has been stalking us for even public and doing fuck shit in our lives and connecting A to Z the dots. Right? And being like, I'm gonna need you, dear lawyer and judge, to pull that motherfucker. Let's see what all that, what she been up to. Kind of shit she got in there she ain't supposed to have. I don't know. And that you were following this group was long before we were ever public. You think that, well, sir, I was just a court watcher group, and then we did the YouTube thing, and then I wanted to do my stupid giggle, and I felt like we were entitled to and needed all the answers, and it was all okay. And, you think that's gonna fly, homie? Well, the best part is anybody can pull into that realm and they're still okay. So you can be like, look, that bitch over there, all of them, they got the thing. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. One day, right? Either way. No, bitch, you ain't. And you still dumb rocks. Now, I know you think you got all the special stuff in there, right? Because you've had an insert real close to you. All the things. You've had people doing all the fuck shit. All the fuck shit. Am I right? Oh, I'm right. I have a question. How many motherfuckers have you web sleuths gotten them fired, looked at, investigated, because y'all just needed more and more and more? How many of you dumb bitches back here been doing all the dumb shit for all these motherfuckers and found yourself way too far into where they were sending out, I don't know, group warning emails that stupid, idiotic, like Methvin type, typing, making themselves look idiotic, and it'll be linked to some random ass account somewhere y'all hope feds won't keep up with, as the warning went through the group many times for people to duck and cover that there'd be investigations, because, people were, I don't know, I have questions. Y'all should too. I know I've got a damn few around medical shit too, for sure. And I'll tell you, in the last 24 hours or so, I'd honestly go back 72, maybe a little more. There are only two possibilities in which something is being hinted at. And that's one, because of Claws Deep, right? Uh, Doing some real fucked abusive shit. Or continuing to be like, right? They, once again, Jenny Adrian Raster jerking off. And Grand Moff Crossroads probably paying. They all are friends on the socials. So anyway, the thing is, it's either that, or one of you motherfuckers is up to accessing records again where you should not be. So here's where the favor's gonna start. Just to keep y'all from being that curious, I'm gonna let you know that I'm just gonna cut that off too. I'm just gonna hang 10 with my deathy self. So you dears, you don't have to worry about it no more. Don't be looking and typing, and no claws are gonna be needed in certain folks or anything like that. So I wouldn't expect any news on that front for your database or your woo-woo bullshit that's supposed to be like, oh gosh, we got Jody Sue thinking she's hacked or she's this, or which, I mean, that is a thing, but, as evidence just a few weeks ago, but, oh gosh, we got a paranoid and histrionic in it. Bitch, no, half the shit hinted at can be seen by the road by your daily stalkers at Scott H. and Vale Smith too, and we all know by this point the cameras have on there. I can see fucking fully, have evidence of for years. I'm sick of y'all's bullshit. Half of it's the plant for sure. I don't know what the fuck y'all think you're gonna do with that, especially when it's been left out in the cold, let's say, and its only source is probably a schizophrenic weirdo rat that runs around just stirring shit that everybody sort of doesn't speak to anyway, and has evidence of it being just that for years. So I don't know what the fuck to tell you in plant. Now the rest of us been really silent, as certain things been planned with money and otherwise by you sons of bitches. Just letting it roll, running its course. It's best all of you get caught as opposed to anybody being all like, oh my god. Fuck that. Fuck y'all. This is it. And there's enough evidence, let me tell you. And it's going to lead all the way back to that creek and to Grassy. And it's going to take out more than a few. That's your own dumbass faults. All of you involved in it. Dumbasses. Now, and I'm just gonna say it openly because I don't give a fuck. When I see somebody actually doing some fucking shit to do anything right, I'll let you fucking know. Right now, so fuck everybody. I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about any of the fucking bullshit. But, no. Y'all gonna stop ya. Oh, we're manipulators. Oh my gosh. Look, one of us is gonna do this, one of us is gonna say this, and she's gonna wonder how. Bitch, no, please. I can put the shit together just fine. We're all good. Alright? But the shit, now I know some of you are probably unaware still what certain pay plan and things got up to, or asked and things like that, but man, that's a little over top, don't you think? I guess I was supposed to be in my feels about that too. Not really. Anyway, that shit tonight was fucked. I think it backfired though. Yeah, for sure. I think that too backfired. Y'all can figure it out later. Anyway, stupid asses. Anyway, keep that shit up. Bro, y'all got somebody fucked up tonight. Anyway, so, just a note, what we've been doing is what we've had to do a million times. Y'all have really gotten in this time, right? You think? You've been very quickly funneled down to only one point in source, though, right? You figured out, certain people are suddenly very quiet and not communicating or seeing others or anything. And I know some of you on certain phone calls to the workers and things like trying to push and manipulate people to have contact because y'all don't have any. Y'all expected to put things that close and then just hear all the things, fellas, and actually see us visibly and to get all the things said back for. Nah. No, I'm gonna do what we've done, had to do more than a few times throughout this, and that's an absolute wall. So, I guess I don't know, really all you've done is fuck yourselves, man. Yeah, this is a fucking stupid move. That's funny. Anyway, so I just have questions. Sort of. Not even really. But here's the thing, right? Here's the kicker. Here's some more news. Where we're eventually going to lead to here, though. Alright, after y'all finish your fuck shit, and hell, maybe whatever mood I'm in today, how I feel, that type of thing, we're going to move on. Because fuck Monster and fuck Fred and fuck all the bullshit. Because you see, the truth is, all this group has ever done and what it was built for was mostly to do like a whole make it a murderer thing, right? Sort of like that type of documentary, whatever, right? That's the storyline. From Hunter's bullshit onward, no, you put it even before that. And I'm not saying this is on Hunter at all, because I think Hunter was very much used unknowingly and such. Anyway, and especially around, oh boy, that swap and change of heart like Monster had around June. How's your grandmama and them? How's her, like, inheritance roll type thing rolling out for those changed hearts? Anyway, fucking bullshit. Then you only threw Toaster off. Fuck. Anyway, so, alright. The whole thing is, this whole shit's been built. It's a goddamn lie. And then when I pissed off MGL and them real good, and the group thing, y'all just went so far because you found so much shit inside this community to roll with, right? And goddamn, especially after the behavioral panel mentioned cornbread shit was lit, right? Hell yeah. So then, fuck shit really begins. And CZ and Ozlaker began acquiring. And semi-vague threats, blackmail, manipulating, gaslighting people real good for responses to start conversations, make it and them think it was their own idea to talk, like y'all do, right? Oh, God. Bless. Anyway, so here's the thing, alright? Um, oh, God. Y'all are just such a organized, hot fucking mess. Uh, Not Our House PG. She's still triggered. Anyway, so too bad, don't we? I don't think she'd make you want cigs too. A bitch smokes behind the scenes. So anyway, here's the thing. Um, it's always been a built storyline from those who have the most to fear, whether guilty or not. And it's simply been about a game of they'll lay shit on anybody and they'll let this group do it too. And they'll send them out to do it. Certain people will pay for it, invest in it, right, for years, in order to create giant doubt around shit, to fuck with shit, to tamper with shit, in order to walk, guilty or not. And they will build others up to look like. Now, I cannot tell you how dumb Monster or Fred have been during all of this. All I can tell you is they have been. They think all their little buddies are their buddies. Monster doesn't realize the first one that was meant to be built into the Fred looking one was him. I stepped in front of that, though I was not comfortable doing so in the very beginning, and stood up for what was right. And told the truth, which is he was not on the road on 15th. You know, did not let them do that shit to him because I could see what was happening. Even though it took everything I had in me and part of the healing in order to do that, and I will still stand for right where Monster's concerned. That motherfucker may lie through his teeth. Yes, he may be a monster, but he was not on that road, nor did he do anything to somewhere on the 15th. Alright? I'm sick of the shit. Fred was initially on board with, like, just sending out fuck shit from the beginning. The waterfall shit, this shit, that shit, and touch with whatever shit, first days and shit, just like Candace Dawn shit, right? Oh, but then MGL gets pissed, she does the throat. Notice the car parked at Fred's before Ziggy pulls up. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, and I know for fact Ziggy was with MGL and them, but had to separate because they didn't want her too close and looking like she was. Okay. Anyway, Fred learned pretty quick, even during the first interview, but where he'd already been coached for, that all they wanted was GSP, GSP, GSP. Now, this was during a period where it was supposed to gear towards Andy or I. Because MGL's pissed. Oh, yeah, buddy. She was. So, anyway. Then Fred thought for months and a long time after they acquired him that everything was supposed to gear up towards Andy and on this insurance way. Put out what he did and what he was told to, just like he is now, half the fucking time. And all this other shit, right? And the things he was supposed to tell him. All the shit in between. Plus he's just Fred. Okay, he's just fucking Fred. Now, and he's probably, maybe he's fucking freaked out too. Has been since the beginning. Because he too knows what the fuck the other's capable of, but so is he. Fuck all that. This group itself is trying to make one of the other look at. And chances are, neither. Well, I know one ain't. The other, though, if I was him, I'd shut the fuck up. I mean, and I don't mean that like, oh, shut the fuck up or else, like chasing those people. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. They're really trying to make you look fucked up. And you're doing the job by yourself, and you think that thing you're around ain't part of it, you're stupid. You should have stuck with Laura, bro. Because that thing will eat you, chew you up, while it waits it out until you're made to look like, and all the things are done and sealed, and you'll be gone. But it'll make a few million more off your fucking name. Did you ask where your cut was if they're using all your shit, your name, and Laura and everybody else while you're in jail, while everybody else actually paid your phone account and you chirp shit while you fuck shit? What's our man? Oh, Jesus. You're an idiot. You're all idiots. Anyway, but that was basically the plan, right? And then they reversed it because shit wasn't going right. And then it was too late for Fred and Zig and the rest to go backwards, and so they've had to stay on this Andy thing. And none of it was ever needed. It was all nonsensical. Hell, the proof was always out here from the first messages that I released. You know, it's proof and evidence that Monster was not in that fucking road. So when they started having this stupid fight, I tried to stop it over here by going, dude, here's the proof. He went on that road on the 15th. Right? They still kept at it. It's like it. And then you got Fred at points, and Laura participating in hopefully messaging back and says to his face, and then a phone dip. That means that it'll look like LE, blah, blah. Ziggy's playing that shit too. Look, it makes good content for starters, no matter what. But they are definitely trying to set up some shit. And the teams they're all built around and inserted with, that do lead back to being heel and 110 itself, is really fucked up. And they ain't a goddamn bit of it helping Summer. And it's annihilating real community, law enforcement, Summer's case, real lives, causing pain to real children, real traumatized ones who really lived in and around and know Summer. It's changing that community forever. It's caught. I mean, look, y'all suck. But I know what's being done, and I'm not a dumb bitch. Maybe I was ignorant of YouTube and how all the people they were talking to in the background, all the bullshit on the hill and everything before I ever left there. Fine. I found out, though. Found out what a squall was and the rest were, and what a fucking PG and a motherfucking Benny and a Cher were pretty quick after we came here. Right. But it didn't, I wasn't stupid. Do you feel me? And tonight, my favorite part was Satan Mouth was talking about how she was on the phone in the pocket of Candace or Dawn listening to everything, la 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 la, when they were around, and when they were with law enforcement. They were nice enough to turn the phone on, supposedly for PG, right? Well, she could listen in. I ain't never know what to believe, because she also says she was on the phone with me and Candace when there was an argument. Look, Candace and I have never had an argument. Never. Not once. Not once. And it's this group in PG getting on the fuck shit they do with that PF trying to put it somewhere else and motherfucking. Also, dear Scott, if you're out there in the bushes somewhere tonight, she tried to make you responsible for a GoFundMe for me that never existed, so you might want to get a hold of PG and ask her why she's lying about you starting a GoFundMe. Now, I know you and Camille and everybody else got up to that fuck shit that you were not supposed to with the email and things. That still yet to have an answer, right? But there was never a GoFundMe. But hey, PG's over lying, saying you did. You want to correct that at any point in the bushes? You be my guest. It's her new thing, right? Anyway, but whatever. Anyway, she was real tricked. And still yet, that's the only bitch I know. How many can you name ever to outright say, and that has been said and outed for a very long time by many, including PG herself, that she was writing all the shit, even for what they were saying for the news and stuff, and then it helping them pass polygraphs and doing all this fuck shit. I assume, honestly, about the time they were asked for more, and then decided they weren't going to do them, but they were asking her to look up shit, so crap. You know, you might want to thank PG for the not cooperating part of very early on. And that way, I don't know, preferred meat like the Wells would stick with YouTube creators and distrust police and their methods and, right, right, by very early weeks in. Sounds like PGs you should be thinking. Half the news shit and all this and the other. All the hillbilly junkie shit, all the garbage posts put up by Dawn that don't fit what was actually happening in real life. Man, ain't none of us stupid. I wasn't stupid in real time when Candace would have phones in her pocket either. You'd have to be an idiot to go, not to go, what the fuck? And it'd be different if it was something recorded for LE purposes or something. But hell no, when the dumb bitches on the other side, which is you dumb bitches over here on YouTube, come to find out, this motherfucking bitch had in her pocket listening in on conversations. And trust me, it wasn't PG's voice that popped up. I know whose voice it was. That ain't 1-800-TV, I find my daughter. That's 1-800-YouTube, please help me fuck around and sling mud and jello and build bullshit and listen in on neighbors. That shit's legal as fuck, by the way. I know y'all do it every day, like your whole chained, like, oh, you get a call with one of us and then you put it into a Discord and then it's put in 9 people's phones or played through whatever, and there's 43 creators and everybody else listening bullshit. That's also illegal, by the way. I hate that for any of y'all connected data-wise to shit like that. But anyway, so, and here's the thing. That ain't done to help Summer. If you want to help Summer from the beginning, stick with the feds at the very least. The real profilers, the big boys, the card teams. Stick with the real advocates provided by the state. For free. You don't go to the weekend and leave your hopelesses in the fucking shares and all them. No, not all that's different. But it was always that shit, But then they put all that off on Linda. PG puts herself in positions that I know others were actually in the fuck shit. PG, tonight, did you notice she also said she was at the fair handing out that? But whatever other versions of that been? Ain't that bitch don't do nothing but lie. She's a fucking circus show propaganda spewing under religion mind fucking con ass criminal. Either way, I love Martha. I love Martha. The thing is, you have, something's very wrong in person very early on with these people. No matter what the fuck it is. It's like at first thinking Fred and Laura just freaked out by the whole thing. Staying out. You can clearly tell they're in social media, eyeball deep, wherever you see them at for hours sitting until they come in late at night and it's there. You didn't think none about it. Other than they were, keeping up with everything. It's a Fred thing. He normally does. Ain't nothing new around that. But when you find out later and you have other pieces to go with that, it makes it look a little concerning. And you can see what Fred and them are fucking around in the first days, which is talking to psychics and others, which will lead back to Serafina, the Sweetie Pilos, or back to Ziggy's, this group, La La. It's where some of the fuck shit was coming from, like the waterfall shit, and this shit, and that shit. It was Fred shit, right? And then, you have other shit coming out from the other end over there with them playing patty cake with this fucking around. Well, fuck all this shit, Either way, I despise it all from the very beginning. It's years of it, but I've never been a dumb bitch. I know exactly what the fuck I've been around. Even before you motherfuckers. Even before Summer vanished. I know exactly what the fuck I lived around in that fucking road and home. I've known some of them almost all of my whole life. Some not but a few years, but it doesn't take long for those of us who are wired to see monsters because we've suffered under monsters. Once you see them, you can unsee them and you can start identifying them pretty quick. It ain't abandoned, I know. And I don't want to talk about that. It has not a goddamn thing to do with Summer in her case. She's just another innocent neighbor and a house that, belongs to ancestors and stuff of family. So anyway, it has nothing to do with Summer or Vanish. End of story. Um, you know, and you do not give or say or even hint at things around certain fucking monsters, weavers, liars, and those doing fuck shit like they're doing from what your gut said was almost instantly. You don't do it. And walking in this realm for so many years. And those trying to database us real hard by any means necessary and then destroy us off the face of the earth and witness intimidate on many levels and such because they've committed crimes against us on the ground, online, etc. for some years and trying to weasel out of it. All the shit, right? Discredit us, make us look like liars, blah blah blah, all bullshit. That way nobody believes or hears or listens and whatever, and then just whatever, right? I don't give a shit. But you know better than to give these fuck sticks anything either. And then sometimes there are times when tools scout and plot to see which way they're coming or going. Knee surgery. There are no caves on Ben Hill. Y'all gonna stop this fuck shit. Knee surgery, the only opinion I'll give is that it's some variety of controlled foul play. Not necessarily in the same breath. Controlled, some aspect. Foul play, not some aspect. Take it as you will. Anyway. Entirely human related and nothing to do with a bear either. Or otherwise. Anyway. So, fuck Fred. Fuck Monster. Fuck the script written by the PGs, the Squalls, the fuck shit, the locals, the bullshit, the twisting, the Twizzler aspect of all the shit. Chicken head shit, using it to wrap up in, target, do their own fuck shit, or blackmailed into getting up to fuck shit, or roped in, or made afraid of, so they're protecting their own shit, alright? Fuck all that. Okay? Fuck all that. Fuck the YouTube shit. And social media shit. I think what applies more in it, well, I don't know, you can't really say it like in that regard, because there is at least one person here who is very boots on the ground and assertive from the very, very earliest hours, who is indeed protecting something in that community, something most likely located on Ben Hill itself, or very close to, or related to. Yep, fucking up all kinds of shit for years. I find that fucked up. Now, I've not said much, though known for quite a long time. And that it's related to certain things that, oh, it's fine, fuck it. That, I too care much about, or did, but you see one's gone. Okay, I don't know if y'all think I'm as stupid as Ziggy, who y'all had run around, but it looked like maybe Fred was pulling shenanigans at the dollar store the other day, but you had them really run around for half an hour trying to just hit troll. And Ziggy started running around looking for summer items, penny items, right? But summer clothes, summer toys. Ziggy fell for like a fucking hour, half hour. Anyway, we don't do racist trolls around here in knee surgery, okay? And we also are not gonna go on that. Oh, I want to hear your fucking disgusting detailed theories about. That's more y'all's manipulation models shit. Module taken, whatever. I'm in no mood. Fuck off with it already. God damn. So anyway, what we are gonna get to is why is it that there are two things? One protected, but also maybe protecting a big group of something. Okay. At the same exact time. On Ben Hill and elsewhere. Right? Related to, maybe. And then why there's one thing not being mentioned by any camp. A camp that includes some who are reluctant and say they're terrified because C&D terrified them and their families in the beginning from coming forward. Though I don't think that's the whole story, but allegedly had to even get guard, all kinds of shit. But then you find out when Freddy Boy hits ground here a couple weeks ago, him and his people start winding up around it. But it turns out all those people have known each other for years. Oh, that's an issue. And then You're like, ah, fuck, that thing's a real big chicken head in the middle, right? And it's in very close proximity to, well, everybody on the 15th and, oh, well, for years, ain't it? Oh, and then it gets even better if you know things right with it or right on the way in and out of Warriors. And I don't mean that as in some of the other woo batshit knowns to be. I'm talking not publicly known in the least. Now that's some fucked shit, wouldn't you say? Places within drive distance of certain, I don't know, stocky, attempted crazy making fuckery of Fred and Friends and all that, and Ziggy and these creators while he was sitting around here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those drive times, there's something, ain't they? Turnaround trips. Anyway, I just found it a little odd. Especially since people right in there were present during some funky years. Funky, weird years. And that they do indeed most likely hold what they say they held and hold to me. And would have had the access to be seeing what they were. And I'd bet others and things not mentioned hold a whole lot more than that. But the thing is, to see Fred's people and all the weird shit, and the one mentioned by a certain cotton folk but under the wrong fucking name. As people are getting ready to go to court, but trying to, I don't know what the hell that fuck shit is. Boy, it gets weird lately. Let me tell you, I think there's some intimidation aspect going on about that. They're wanting others to put it out. Geared towards a certain name or towards and near certain folks. They're getting ready to go to court with certain folks because it's reaching that time and date over some shit they. Yeah, it's fine. But seeing the shit I've been seeing, especially in the past couple months, it's kind of like, wow, really? Okay. And then figuring out that oh boy. So many things. So many things. But the level of intimidation and planning around us right now is insane. And there's proof it's happening, and it's linked to this shit on YouTube and to locals as well. You know? And the level it is absolutely bad. And that so many are playing in it and think, like they have for years, that it won't catch up. It's mind blowing. But I think some lately within the teams and groups are just desperate. They're in a hurry for certain shits. This was the last ditch effort of. There's definite money flowing, all the things. They went too far and too sloppy. But this right here is nothing pure intimidation, scare tactics, blah, 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 blah. So I can see how others in and around the community that might hold something might actually be terrified of some shit like that. I ain't one of them. But shit just like this, or maybe even smaller and simpler, like the blackmailing of other community members and their families in fear to them and protecting them, could be holding whatever keys needed for summer back. That's what tragedy pimps here are doing. That's what they've always been doing. That's what some on the ground are desperate enough to keep from happening too. For whatever reason it is. But the ties that bind, the relations, the names, the people, all the way back to the creators and their preferred meat bags and all the things. I'm sick of all y'all. And hey, wait a minute. How's your grandmama and them? One day, man. One day. But for now, untwizzling the fuck out of this shit's the goal. Because the more untwizzled, the clearer things become. And somewhere there is what has got to be simple. And the answer. And the key or keys needed. Hidden somewhere amongst the shit. The purposeful shit. The built shit. The scripted shit. The fear-based, fear-driven shit. All the crimes of the YouTube tragedy pimp group, well organized when working over several social media platforms, in many cases for many years together. I'm sure it's known by feds, I ain't worried about it, especially when they've been catching eyes sore on 4 cases deep in Tennessee in the same group. May the odds be ever in your fucking favor. And for so many years that y'all been doing this. I really, really hope this is it. And it's your time to shine. And those playing patty cake locally with these motherfuckers to do what they're doing, planting in around, thinking they're being slick Rick shit. Those locals who are paying for the shit, are up to the fuck shit, are directing fuck shit with the tragedy pimp crew and otherwise. All those pick-me's in between who've been here since Boswell and before. You know, that then immediately latched on. I ain't got none for any of y'all. But, I'm telling you, tonight, all of you responsible for paid plants. Best do something. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna stay behind a wall. Not seen, not heard, along with others. I'm gonna buckle down. I'm like, this shit out like I have for several years now. And to, I guess, any of y'all trying to lose your jobs over accessing records, if that's what that is. Or, I guess if you want to lose your shit, go right ahead. Um, don't care really about any of y'all in that regard. I hope you do, because, there's so many of you that do that funny shit. Right, funny, tragic, terrible human being, misuse of your job shit throughout all Summer's case that you shouldn't hold those jobs anyway. Um, but otherwise, monsters and other things just fucking still continuing to do what they do. It's the only other way. Or those things inserting around, which is one wall up entirely. I will absolutely funnel it down to where there are no points of contact. You will meet a wall of silence and no seeing of anything, which is what's been happening, which is really pissing certain folks off. Hate that for them. Anyway, it's probably best you repot. You dig? Hmm. There are times people really want to do. They could probably pick up the phone and have people's hands tested for certain things. Because even like soap and water doesn't rid you of certain things. I'm gonna be nice and let the first one or so slide though. You feel me? Or would that be the first two? Anyway, yeah. Those of you who actually know me locally though, see, I might be advancing in age and I might be a little sick, a little on the deathy side. But y'all know better. Y'all know better. Y'all dead well know better. And I know a great many of you are trying to get a response because of that reason. That's not going to happen for you either. It's not. And I know that's been an attempt through this too, is to try to push something like that into effect. It ain't gonna happen. So I wouldn't keep going with that shit either. I don't know. Some of us were raised better by better, and to have, or learned, or were taught eventually some patience. And were raised to try to do more right than wrong. And sometimes it ain't. some explosive response or some knee-jerk reaction that's needed. It's letting people do their own fucking thing until. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do, and honestly, everybody involved in this has already done too much, too sloppy, too quick. Trust and believe I already held enough. Have for weeks. Just because it ain't on YouTube doesn't mean I don't have it, because y'all know I ain't all about that. Oh, look, I gotta make a vid, I got a clip, I gotta do whatever. Blah, blah. Life. Never ever been. 99.9.9.9.99999 of the things I have. I've never seen YouTube through all these years. Not what I hold on you all or otherwise. Because that's not what it's necessarily been intended for. Alright? Other than what's needed to out you to the public, small ways along the way. That, in between the times while y'all rewriting, revisiting, retying up, retelling, mind fucking, making everyone spongy for your new version of, when you get receipts or somebody says something, y'all do the cycles to try to cleanse your asses and your crimes and all that shit. Yeah, you see. Patience. Patience. I do love y'all's current cycle, though, of rooms running with certain shit, coming in and out and around from teams and things, curious about certain shit, and others want certain shit. I mean, it's so gross after this many years. But I do love that y'all are currently on, Scent shit, the other shit. Recently mentioned shit. Oh my god, it must be hacking shit. Y'all miss me. Anyway, y'all keep on going. See where you get with that. Hell, maybe Monster and Frig can have that again. Y'all can have some entertainment. It'll be some more stupid shit that runs nowhere. More content. Mind fucking in the masses. Nothing to help Summer, at least. And you ain't gonna get shit from me, so. Now, well. Y'all feed whatever you need to Freddy Boys, so then maybe it gets other answers from other people and whatnot. Nah, I'm good. Oh, and I'm gonna go one further for you. Here's what's also gonna happen. I will be cutting off contact with everyone, related everyone, and anyone around anyone that's coming or going from. You feel me? See, it's some December dates, and it's the weird dates too, right? And then those moments where you do hear Lawson say certain things. And honestly, it probably goes back to like, I don't know, week 3 or so. For sure, I don't know. It got real weird. Something like real fucking weird. And it became that phone in the pocket shit. But it wasn't. Half a million on and in those, wasn't it? Yeah, but you do tragedy pimps are the ones that separated things from in and around. Real things that others should have been around and not your tragedy pimps. Then you dare scream for years, where's Summer? Why won't he back cooperate? Why that? Well, look at your tragedy pimps. They made sure that happened. Look at the PGs, the squalls, the rest of the initial insert group. They made sure that happened. And they were all inserted. And their search teams were inserted in and around, and real ones moved out, and shit fucked with, and garbage ass bullshit ran supreme like I do in every other case, right? They take out the real shit, including law enforcement, and create distrust and these narratives and all this shit, and they plant in their search groups working on goodwill, money, tiered systems, and all this fuck shit, and they just they take over everything and destroy it and elongate it, and that's the no, it's fucking awful. Anyway, but the local shit, man. The real shit. No one is protecting, and I'm pretty sure it's actually two things. But definitely one, and stuff in and around Ben Hill that I guess nobody's ever gonna try to out. That's been here since the first, I don't know, minutes, hours after Summer vanished, and it's been tampering with everything top to bottom, and screwing shit up, and then, related to other fuck shit throughout all this. It's really weird. Back to chicken shit, if you will. And then other things nobody wants to mention. It all lines up to right now, at this moment in time, with what the fuck's occurring. Things related to back and forth. Things that already said they've been scared not to come forward, but seem to have Fred's people and others random some chicken shit. And all in central locations on the day Summer vanished. And all the weird shit. That seemed to have an abundance of people pushed near them too at the same time. People have been pushed near us and firmly planted in. I find that funny, dear world. You should too. Especially when one of those would indeed probably have and hold the knowledge it does. And to be seeing shit during a really weird time period. That includes, wildly enough, stolen cars, chicks from Bristol, those sort of uppity ones that are new to the bad boy thing that follow them into, oh my gosh, Beach Creek, and she's like, oh my gosh, we've heard the stories, but we're gonna go with the bad boys. Those rich bitches I use for money and then rub them blind, or maybe get them high and then whatever else. But then no GPS, no cell phone service. They're in places they don't know, and then let them go, and then do you know how many of those I had to lead out of there so they'd be safe? I do. I indeed do. I also know where they said they were taken. I also know during this period there was a bunch of fucked up bitches coming from Freddy Boy's way. I got the receipts on it in real time. Y'all see them, they're beautiful. These bitches didn't know where the fuck they were at. I thought, what line fucking bitches? Because us, like, in the community, to all those nights, it's like, man, I just picked up this one. She looks similar to Laura, but it ain't Laura. I don't know this bitch. They're like, man, we don't know this bitch either. I'm like, right? Because even then, I kept my receipts or pictures, things like that. I was like, this bitch out of her head. She's just coming out of the road from Fred's way, looking and smelling like dirty pussy. Rode hard, put up with it, something wrong. She's trashed. And she's wanting me to take her to other roads. I'll let some of y'all think about which those might be. And they couldn't name those roads, which is wild for somebody that says they belong there. But they knew how to get there. Like, oh, it's this one, that one. And so I'd take them and drop them off. And next thing you know, by God, the rest of the night there they come again. And again, almost like they might have been traveling trails or youth or something, but they just kept coming out, but never really in. But they were coming in suddenly, weren't they? But they didn't know the area well enough to know the road names. But they knew where they were supposed to go back to. And then I found it odd, going back to the receipts, how many certain folks were very curious about peeping toms in their vehicles, and who had been seen and who had been almost caught. Different posts, and boy, putting that shit together has been something. Those are during all the same years that something else is present. Certain banging of fucking chicks, too, on certain furniture beside of certain children. Also during the years where it's told there's a little one for sale on the road. Also during the years and where and where. And oh gosh, you remember those same years with all the stolen vehicles and all the dumps and the robberies, people, and those naive, semi-rich bitches with money just want to get fucked up. The bad boys left to do their own thing and all that shit. You remember how that head shit, that chicken shit, it was all up in Bristol and coming from that way. Pepperidge Farm does. Anyway, y'all have a good night now. You hear? Oh, y'all, you group, you say, you tell you, yeah, you tell your grandmama and them I said hi. Childish, but effective. Fuck all y'all. There's some news. Have a good night.